I think I'm just going to come right out and say it at the start. Yes, I don't think this is better than the prior game. That being said, the more I play 3, the more enjoyment I am getting out of it. While I understand the frustrations that players have with this game, as I have many of my own too, I cannot deny the level of fun that I'm having with this title. Simply put, for a first-person co-op shooter, this is a very fun game. It's fun in single player as well, though I can understand if you're a player who is interested and wants to then wait for things to get updated and improved upon before jumping in. I get it. At the same time, if you're looking for something new to play with your friends, I think you'll get a good amount of mileage out of this game right now. It's a fun title that has its caveats, but for me, the most important thing is if a game is fun, and for me, right now, it is. My experience with this series is spending a lot of time with Killing Floor 2. I did start with the first, I played it a bit and really enjoyed it, but at the time I wasn't really that big into PC gaming. It was a title when it first came out, I was like, it seems like a great evolution of Nazi zombies from COD, and improves in many areas. When Killing Floor 2 rolled around, it came out on consoles and I had a field day with it. I put many hours into that title and thought it was a blast. It's easily one of my favorite co-op games. Now in recent years I've shifted more into PC play, and I've wanted to go back and really give the first one more time, because now I'm in a position where it's exactly what I want. But with all that being said, yes, I really love this series. It's a series that offers those fun tweaks and opportunities to specialize into different classes, filling different roles, and then play styles. At the same time, pretty much anyone can just jump right in and have a good time with this game. Shoot the undead coming at you and survive. So with 3 now here, I was initially eager to then jump in. Oh cool, more Killing Floor, sign me up. My initial experience with this title has generally been solid. I do not think it's better than 2, the one I had the most experience with, but I do think it's really fun. But it seems that the community is rather mixed on it as well. I think this is worth bringing up here as well, that Tripwire as a company I have generally liked over the years. My experience was with their Killing Floor titles, and some of their publishing efforts. They even made a fun game where you play as a killer shark. My only real issue with this company came from their cancellation campaign against one of their founders or lead developers, because he happened to share his pro-life stance on social media with the whole Roe v. Wade thing going down. Look, wherever you stand on this, what annoyed me about this the most was how that individual was essentially cancelled and what seemed like booted from his own company, because he happened to have an opinion that was not left-leaning. Like many of those vocal games media people and some of the developers within this space, they are like that. Though if he had the quote-unquote correct opinion with the hive mind, nothing probably would have happened. So even with that, I wanted to put this situation aside and just see what this game was providing here. Judge it based just on the game itself. Like I said, the more I was playing it, the more I was having a pretty good time with Killing Floor 3. It's fun. Also, it didn't take long to see how others were feeling about this game before it came out. Apparently, Killing Floor 3 had a really bad set of playtests before launch. The community was generally not happy with the game, and as I understood it, the game got delayed to address some of these issues. I did not play the playtest, so I am not fully aware of everything that went on there. But the more divisive nature with this title started way before the release of the game, and I get it. If you're a fan and you have that passion and you want the sequel to be good, if an early version of the game is not looking up to those standards, then the fans speak out, and you better listen. So when looking at something like Steam with Killing Floor 3, at the time of making this video, it's sitting at a mixed rating. I generally find Steam to be a good place to get honest opinions on stuff. The players there are pretty brutal, and I appreciate that too. So I want to cover some of the issues players are experiencing in this video as well. I saw that some were saying that the developers made a functional battle pass, but no proper in-game text chat. That does seem like an odd oversight to not include, and it's something so basic that should be essential for the PC players. Players have cited co-op not being properly functional, with players even getting kicked or even experiencing game crashes. While I have not had any crashes or kicks yet, I did have the game get stuck in matchmaking. It seems like if you select select all maps for matchmaking, the game just never puts you into a match. If you select a specific match, then you get into the match rather quickly. This really shouldn't be an issue, especially at launch, right? Because if you're playing the game for the first time, you're really not going to have any map preferences yet. So I think most players will hit give me any map. But if that doesn't work, especially for your multiplayer co-op shooter, that's not a good thing. All means of finding a match need to work day one for this game. That's essential. Some other players say that while the game is average or even fun to them, that the performance is not stable enough to really warrant buying the game now. This I can understand. I have a gaming laptop that's only a few years old, and I was getting hiccups on performance in single player. It honestly felt like the game was loading in enemies whenever this happened. I don't know if this is a general performance issue, or even something to do with this new engine being used. The list of issues continues, like guns not having enough punch. I felt like I had the same issue when I discussed this first in my very early impressions video. Though the reloading sounds are honestly great, very chunky. But the shooting I think just needs a bit more punch to it. Many players miss the personalities of the older games. This I think is where the modern writing has hurt the game a bit. I think generally modern game writers don't know how to do humor well. There are some exceptions of course, but for the most part it comes across as cringy or just bad. The voice acting and characters in 3 are rather annoying than funny. They are trying to, but it isn't really working. When looking back to something like Killing Floor 1 and 2, they had these distinct personalities. They were funny. The voice acting felt natural and honestly good. It worked. Like this unique blend of funny, quirky, but not too goofy. Killing Floor 3 sadly has not been able to recapture that. Now I just want to turn off the voices completely. A common through line that I'm seeing from my own experience too is that many other players are seeing that this game kind of feels like a foundation rather than a complete game. And maybe that is from the areas needing more refinement or missing touches that the prior games really nailed. In some ways, I would even go as far as to say the game kind of feels like an early access game, but this is not being released under the early access type of thing. This is being shown as a finished game. That being said, I hope that this title continues to improve. Along with that, I go back to my own personal experience, and I still am having a lot of fun with it. It's really good just shooting the undead, leveling up and trying out new guns, modifying your weapons, and generally enjoying the action here. At the same time, I feel like I'm in the middle as I share many of the issues that the community has, along with understanding why those who do not want to jump into it right now, as the game has launched in this condition. I do hope that this title continues to get better, one being that I have an appreciation for the series, along with it being a AA developer and game. I want this middle market to keep thriving, and this year has been a great one for the AA to succeed. We have seen many stellar titles from this market, which is good since the AAA can really disappoint us. As I keep playing the game, I might keep making some more videos on this title, especially if I have more to say. It's fun, a good time with friends too. But if you want to wait, there's no harm in that at all. And if you haven't played the prior games, definitely go do that now. What are your thoughts on all this? Have you played Killing Floor 3? What has your personal experience been like? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.